Hi, I'm Rufino, and tonight I'm going to show you how to teleport the player entity places in the map. Basically, what I have is a boss here that she kills, some story-related things happen, and then once that happens, she can go ahead and enter this shortcut back to her village. Technically, I only enable this trigger after she's killed the boss and gone through all the necessary events, but for the sake of this tutorial I am going to not have to kill him and just go in. So I've already created my proximity trigger here, which I'm gonna call tunnel shortcut. Shortcut. And as you've noticed, it's a bit bigger than usually that most of them are. I just increased here the size of the trigger itself. As you'll find out, you want to make a full graph. I can open it because I created it before. Over here, I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to add the selected entity, so that specific proximity trigger. I'm also going to add game local player node here, so this is the player, and I'm going to add a node in entity beam entity, and finally I'm going to add another node which is entity position. Right here, what I want to do is entity ID is here, so I want to beam on my player. When you enter, I want to update. When I enter, I want to beam. And the position that I want to beam to is going to be an item that I've already placed. So I'm going to control T, and I believe I call it tunnel something. Small tunnel exit. So I select that, and I go here and I assign the selected entity. So hopefully, if I did everything right, I'm going to spawn somewhere over here. I warn you, that thing is going to talk. Story related. Hopefully.
Intruder,
yeah, there he goes.
Neutralize.
And I just teleported to the other side of the map. So I have my exit here, which I'm very happy with. But there's one thing I don't like. Right? I can jump in and teleport, but it's really sudden. What I'm gonna do is, in this flow graph, before beaming, so don't yell at me, instead of beaming it right away, I'm gonna add something called, simple fade and fade out. So over here, there's somewhere fade. Screen fader, geez. Okay. So when you enter it, you want to fade out. When you fade out, you want to fade in. Let me delete these two. So when you're faded out, you want to fade in. And once you fade it out, you want to update and beam. So, what I want, basically, you go in there.
Intruder.
Yeah, keep talking.
Neutralize.
And
it speaks?
I fade out, and then I'm out over here. I'm super happy because my village should be somewhere right here. I don't know if I can see it. Well, it's closer than I was before. So yeah, I think it's... I'm really curious now. It's somewhere here. It's just so dark. Yeah, it's over there. I can see it. Kind of. Anyway, that's basically... If you want, here, I'll go through the whole thing that's supposed to happen. So if I go back... select, and here go to. I'm now here. Technically I'm supposed to only enable it after this, and that's already in here. Once that event happens, it gets enabled, so all I need to do is here, when you start, you want to disable it. Now let's go through the whole thing and see what happens. I've set up cutscenes before. If you're interested, I can also make a video on how to make those. So, and I need to change your voice, but I think you guessed that. So here's a cutscene showing the monsters, the really creepy monsters. And let's run and kill them. Now,
Intruder lost, neutralized.
It speaks?
and that surface thing's gonna be fixed, of course. Let's just kill this thing. I disabled them, just so you know, just for my own sake, because I don't want to run after them while I'm testing.
So at least we know this thing wanted to kill you.
And
It wouldn't
here's-
shut up about it.
This isn't time for jokes. How did this thing talk? Resurrect are nothing more than wild beasts.
Story stuff. And now my thing, I can pick that up. I found a talisman, and then now it tells me go into that hole. Lovely. Let's go into the hole. And now I'm out here. Woo! I've teleported halfway across the map, which, in terms of gameplay, makes your life so much easier. And of course, that objective marker I would need to change to the village. Anyways, thank you for listening again. I hope this helped, and feel free to put some comments or basically anything you want. Let me know, and I will try to help you. And thank you very much for watching.